You regretted it. You even feared it. But in the end, it was inevitable.
Sit. Yeah, that's fine.
Welcome back to the 2013 6th Annual Arctic Fundra Tournament hosted by the Highlands of Donegal. As the players leave their pairings up to fate, the public is awarded with the first ever celebratory tag team dad tee-off. As a quick refresher on the Fundra rules, 2-player teams endure a 27-hole marathon, rotating between formats of better ball, scramble, and modified alternate shot. All players must walk the entire tournament. As we take a look at the 2013 teams, it is important to remember that with the exception of coffee, water, and alcoholic beverages, no food or drinks with calories are permitted, and any sip or bite will be assessed 1 stroke penalty. Reigning champions Brixton Albert and Jay Ingram waste no time getting off to a hot start with this nice birdie putt on number 3. Lesser men may actually be intimidated by the Fundra conditions, but Tom Meredith is no lesser man. He finds a way to strategically bounce his ball off the ice and onto the green. While the field continues to warm up, it is important to remember that this is a team game. When one teammate misses the mark by a couple inches, it is imperative that the other one has his back at all times. Fate played an interesting hand to the 2011 Arctic Fundra champion Andrew Baker, teaming him up with his rival and simultaneous BFF in Eric Osserud. And though this play may have earned Andrew one of our Rambo shots of the day, sometimes teammates can be a little too in sync. And as the players continue to troubleshoot this challenging course, they also need to remember to pace themselves, because this is a 27-hole journey, and you can't win it on the first 9, but you can definitely lose it.
I think right here is almost no snow.
On to hole number 7, where the opening group has had the misfortune of being the first ones to pave their way through these snow-covered greens in the most efficient yet legal way possible. And as challenging as these frozen greens may be, both teams seem to find a way to overcome the hardships and conquer.
That's my boy. Big par.
But if you thought number 7 was bad, let's take a look at the par 3 number 8. Guarded by a boat fan, players must protect themselves from the water in the back, the steep traverse downhill, and of course, the snow-covered greens. But remember, this is the Arctic Fundra, and to these seasoned veterans, it ain't anything new. One of the more interesting teams of the day, Keith Brown and Kevin Gossard, may have a generational gap, but do not lack anything in communication and team chemistry.
It breaks right to left more than it breaks left to right in terms of, distance per break.
But sometimes the teammate who provides too much communication can lose focus on the task at hand. Back to number 8, where King of the Irons, AJ Iannello, may have hit a perfect shot in normal weather, but in Fundra conditions, it's just a moon bounce. Learning from those mistakes and not talking as much, Kevin Gosford decides to play it short, and it works out perfectly. Both AJ and Tom almost put it in the water, but with a great second shot, they're in contention for the lead. While the intimidating boat fan stares down its competitors, Kevin Gosford has an opportunity to do something monumental and birdie this challenging hole. He should look at that hole a lot. Your standings through 9 show a pretty clustered pack, with AJ and Tom barely eking out a one-stroke lead.
The energy level's high, the drives are flying, putter absolutely sucks. Not a good day.
Brian Bob Hungarter isn't the only one with those issues, as these blistering windy conditions take their toll on the field. These conditions are so harsh that your reigning champions are retiring, withdrawing, DQing, quitting from this tournament after 18 holes. Let's hear what they have to say for themselves. They can't even speak coherent words. What does the field have to say?
People just left the tournament, so worst we get is... How many players, how many teams we have? Worst we get is 6th. I'm thinking a lot about food right now.
With 2 teams collapsing this early, the field is shaken. And frankly, no one knows if anyone can make it to the end. And to compound that fear, the retiring champs are coming back to the players and tempting them with food. This is one of the most unprecedented moments in Fundra history. And just when you lost all hope and faith in humanity, a white knight appears on the hillside of number 17 and does this. Unbeknownst to the greatness that lies before them, the pack begins to separate. Iannello lines up his alternate shot attempt at a birdie on number 17, but he is startled by none other than peacocking pack leader Andrew Baker. Disrespectful? Sure. Intentional? Maybe. Will it come back to bite them? We'll see. But moments like this may turn the king of the irons into the king of composure. But not to be outdone, tournament founder Eric Gosrud shortcutting through the par 5, number 15, second shot. Look what he does, ladies and gentlemen. And perched like the eagle he's trying to capture, teammate Andrew Baker lines up one of the most important shots of the day and sinks it. Could this be the year A. Gosrud raises the Fundra trophy? And the players left standing after 18 holes exchange pleasantries before the regrouping for the final 9. Wait, what was that? Needless to say, nerves are kicking in and tensions are high. Let's take a look at the standings, where Baker and Gosford hold a 2-stroke lead over AJ and Tom, and a snake team of seniors are only 5 strokes back.
All the timing and playing.
And just like that, another team bites, and I mean bites the dust. As temptations to eat are high, other players must learn to turn their backs on the urge, or simply down a lot of water and focus on the task at hand.
2006 official attire, and we are going to win one for Shawnee. You guys 8.
Seasoned Fundra veteran Gary Brown has been down this frozen road before. He knows how to prepare himself, he knows how to pace himself, he knows how to set himself up for the win. And as fate would have it, an odd number of entrants on the first tee this morning has paired Gary up with famous dad Bruce Baker and other famous dad Tom Gosrud for a threesome of seniors that have been tearing up the field. All three have been making miraculous shots all day and remain only 5 shots off the lead entering the final 9. But when the camera starts recording, they just can't seem to get it together.
Uh-oh. We get any mulligans?
Another feel-good story of the day is 2011 champion Bob Brian Hungarter and teammate Jim, who haven't had the best scoring day, but have dominated the long drive competition and have played the game of golf with the pizzazz, tenacity, and respect that the Fundra demands.
It's time to say a word or two. We're here, hole 21. We're a fair 8 shots off pace right now. Hasn't been the best day on the green. I've dropped a few myself. But I have a message for the defending, I refuse this, no, I don't even call them champions anymore. How in the hell can you possibly walk off after 18 holes? I mean, that's a violation. I say we suspend them for a year. I'm sick of it. I don't even want to hear it.
And as the sun begins to set, the top 2 teams are put in the first group to fight not only each other, but the waning daylight. And just when Gosford was getting confidence that the title drought was over, Meredith and Ionello heat up. Momentum in sports is a confounding and almost silly idea at times. But in a tournament like this, where mere inches play such a pivotal role, momentum cannot be ignored. As both teams confer on the tricky position of the ball, anything less than a par will give the lead back to Tom and AJ. This shot is critical. Sensing such a golden opportunity, Meredith has a chance to put his team up 2 strokes with 2 to play. Oh, so close. We go on. Ionello on that famous number 8, which is now number 26. Moon bounced it earlier. Throws it short, just hits the fringe and rolls up perfect position. Baker, now down 1 with 2 to play, needs to match that performance in the heat of the moment. Throws it up there, clips the flagstick, and it rolls about 12 feet away. This is getting pretty intense, regardless of the fact that no Gosford has ever risen the Fundra trophy. Here's Baker for his birdie to tie it up. Just short. Ionello for a 2-shot cushion on the final hole. The king of composure reigns supreme. The 27th hole. One of the most complicated par 4s in all of Lancaster County to conquer, guarded by mythical unknown monsters that lurk in the pond below it. Meredith and Ionello play it safe with a 2-stroke lead, while Gosford and Baker have to take some risks. The raised green and change in elevation have forced Eric Gosford into a position the camera crews can't even go, and Andrew Baker is left in one of the most impossible difficult shots of all time. He splits the uprights, but just hooks it left. In this day and age, how do we measure a true champion? Is it mere talent? Is it valor and tenacity? The dynamic pursuit of victory? Whatever it is, Baker knows he must risk it to get the biscuit.
How cold is that?
It's so disgusting feeling. There's probably a snapping turtle in there. Oh! Ew!
Make it. Make it. Make a shot.
Very nice. You almost hit the pen. Yeah.
With Baker barely missing and Eric on the green with a shot at birdie, AJ Ionello can win the tournament outright with this par putt. And just not enough mustard. And with that tap-in by AJ, Eric Gosford could cement his legacy, could have his dreams come to fruition, could force a playoff if he could just make this putt.
Oh my God!
And that marks the third time in Fundra history that Eric Gossard has lost the championship by 1 stroke. Let's hear from AJ and Tom.
We haven't egged it.
Big time. The last 9 I played awful, but the first 18 I was happy with my performance. But
I didn't feel like I played that well, but we were each good at the right time.
best shot of the day, this guy right here, hole 17, 185 into the wind, punch 4 iron, 6 feet.
You drained it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good team effort. It was truly a good team effort. I haven't been in the winner's circle in about 11 or 12 years, so it's nice to finally have a little sniff of it again.
I'll give you the trophy to hold on to.
Oh, well, that might make it just completed for me.
I'm gonna go drown myself in that water. No, not really. It was good. It was a good time.
We got beat
turnout.
by.
If we're gonna lose
by a
any
good
2
team.
people, it's these guys.
Wow.
Not Brixton, because he quit after 18.
Yeah.
And as the media swarmed to get a glimpse of such a monumental event, warriors like Gary Brown, like T. Goss, like Bruce, like Brian Bob, like Jin, will continue to fight on and on and on until the sun sets, until that ball is in the 27th hole, and until the job is complete.
What'd you guys finish at?
1 over.
1 over.
Did you guys make a run?
Yeah, we did.
What are you at?
2, but we're not going to catch them.
You're 2 over?
Yeah, I just eagled 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, if you make it, you tie with them.
What? Where are they?
Wait, Bob, are you serious right now?
I just eagled 7, and then we part 8.
If one of you guys makes this, you're in a playoff.
And in another shocking Fundra moment, disrespected by a lack of media coverage, Jin and Bob have an opportunity to dethrone the already crowned champions. If they can just make this putt, they tie and force a playoff.
Go, 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 go,
Do you think it's me?
We're like +9.
Wow, that really worked.
That putt almost went in, and then we really would have been first. So.
You know, it was a good idea in thought and strategy. We got him going for a minute. All in all, a good day. A little cold. Let's crush some pizza.
Tack så mycket. Gud vad bra. Gud vad kort. Gud vad kort. Fy fan.
That wasn't English. Not even a little bit.
Trophies were raised, dreams were shattered, and courageous golf performances all around were had at the 6th Annual Arctic Fundra.
Where'd you go, Gary?